It's howling time.
Welcome everyone to It's Howling Time with the Howling Wolf. Here gonna give you my selections for June 8th, 2019. The track that I'm gonna do is Belmont Park. That's right, the Belmont Stakes. It is race 11 for a purse of $1.5 million going a mile and a half distance. We got a field of 10 running. You got your favorite, which is going to be it's between the number, the 10 Taxes, and also the 9 War Will. I'm going to be giving you my two top selections plus my horse to watch. In here first, you're going to see that you may see that one try to beat a pace setter from what I was seeing from the sheets here. That number one may be out there fast. Has great ability and all that. Jovova has some great ability, knows where to run, but hasn't ran at Belmont yet, but has ran at Aqueduct, so knows how to run in the New York circuit. The horses that I'm going to be giving you, my horse to watch first is going to be the number 6 Spinoff. Spinoff with morning line odds is at 15-1. Is by Offspun out of a Gone West mare. Last time ran on May 4th in the Kentucky Derby, going a mile and 1/4 distance on a sloppy track. Had to go 4 out wide and all that, and just didn't have enough. Just got too tired, didn't have enough, probably just didn't like the slop. The last time before that, it ran in March 23rd in the Louisiana Derby. Was able to get up there, got second by 2 and 1 3/4 lengths. In that race, got bumped and all that, and had to go 4 wide. And it just was in the lead for a bit, but got caught towards the stretch. Ran against, by my standards, which won that race. The time before that, it also ran on February 22nd at Tampa Bay Downs on a fast track going a mile and 40 yards distance for allowance optional claiming $75,000. Was able to win that race by 11 3/4 lengths. Got bumped in the start and bothered, and just found the room to get inside well. Actually, it drew off after the race. Got bumped at starts and drew off. They had the area to get off well. And win that race and stretching it out as the race went longer. The workouts have been on May 25th at Belmont Park, going 5 furlongs on a fast track. It was in 59.91 seconds breezing. Was the second best out of the 28 workouts that day. The last time it worked out was on June 1st at Belmont Park, going 5 furlongs in 1 minute, 2 seconds, .116 breezing. Was the 20th best out of the 28 workouts that day. From what I'm seeing here with this one, it has a great ability. It's getting Javier Castellanos hopping aboard. With the trainer jockey, they're at 20% click together. And at the distance and surface, Pletcher is at 25% click. Well, I see here, it just didn't like that muddy surface. So now going to possibly a fast track at that day will get a great start if nothing happens, because it got blocked a couple of times and didn't like the race and one race, but that was at a lower level. But at this type of list, these class of horses, if it doesn't get in any issue, you should see Javier Castellano getting this horse out a bit and getting out for a great late kick at the around that turn and towards the stretch. So again, for my horse to watch in the Belmont Stakes, it is the number 6 Spinoff at morning line odds at 15-1. For my second choice, it is going to be the number 10 Tatis. Is at morning line odds at 9-5. Is by Tappet out of a First Defense mare. Has won against this track and off the board one time at this track. The last time it ran was on May 4th in the Kentucky Derby. Was able to get up there and was placed third because of the disqualification of Maximum Security. It was unsettled and had a great ability to come up late. It was just getting tired at the end. The time before that, it ran on April 6th at Aqueduct, going a mile and 1/8 distance in the Wood Memorial. Was able to win that race by a length and a half. Was bumped at the start, clipped, and had to go too wide towards the quarter pole and win it as the race went longer in the stretch. The workouts have been on May 26th at Belmont Park, going 5 furlongs on a fast track. Was in 1 minute flat point 16 seconds. Breezing was the third best at 11 workouts that day. Then the last workout was on June 2nd at Belmont Park. Was at 5 furlongs on a fast track. It did in 1 minute flat point 42 seconds. Breezing was the best out of the 16 workouts that day. Keeping Jose Ortiz is staying aboard, knows how to get this horse into position, has had some great ability in the New York circuit, so knows how to get up in there. The last time it ran at Belmont Park was back last year of October 4th of 2018 in its debut race. And that race, it had to go 3 wide around that turn and just weaken late. But that was at a mile and 1/16 distance. So what I see here with this one, Tatis would need to get out there, pretty much spread out a little bit, stay close to it could be outside, so maybe try to go inside a bit so it saves up some ground and come up late towards that turn. With Jose Ortiz, should know how to get him into position in that area and hopefully get in for a great late kick at the distance in the Belmont Stakes. So again, for my second choice, it is the number 10 Taxes at Tatis at 9-5. Excuse me for my enunciation. For my top selection, and no, it is not War of Will. For those that are thinking that I do that, no. My top selection, though, it is going to be the number 4 Tax at morning line odds at 15-1. Tax is by Arch out of a Giant Causeway mare. Last time ran in the Kentucky Derby on May 4th. Was able to get up there and was 15th by 15 lengths, but it was actually because of the disqualification again of Maximum Security, was placed 14th. The time before that, it ran in April 6th at Aqueduct, going a mile and 1/8 distance in the Wood Memorial, was second by my second choice, Taxes, going at that distance, had to go 3 wide. And second was introduced to the rail to get that rally inside. So again, The workouts have been back in May 25th at Belmont Park, going 4 furlongs. On a fast track, it was in 49.87 seconds breezing. Was the 26th best out of the 94 workouts that day. The last workout was on June 1st at Belmont Park, going 4 furlongs. On a fast track, it was on 49.03 seconds breezing. Was the 33rd best out of the 68 workouts that day. What I saw here with Tax, you could cross out the Derby, had a bad start, just couldn't find the ability, was no factor inside, tiring out. At this race, Arad Ortiz is hopping aboard. Arad Ortiz and the trainer Danny Garrigan is at a 12% click together, and the trainer is at a 32% click at the surface in the distance. In stakes races, they are 32% click. So with this one, what I see here, coming back to the New York circuit, has a great ability to run it well. Arad Ortiz will keep this one inside late and show the ability that it has coming up late towards into that, around the turn into the stretch. So again, for my top selection in the Belmont Stakes for grade 1 for a $1.5 million purse, it is going to be the number 4, Tax, at morning line odds at 15-1. Again, my second choice is the number 10, Tatus, and then my horse to watch is the number 6, Spinoff, at morning line odds at 15-1. And remember, when you're cashing with this wolf, it's howling time. You can play my selections like an exacta box or however you guys seem fit. And remember, let's make some money and let's cash in those tickets. Hope everyone has a great Belmont Stakes day, and let's win that money.